When a senior Labour figure makes a bold claim in Parliament, it's expected to hold up under scrutiny. But what happens when campaigners, politicians, and even former government ministers challenge those statements? A storm is brewing over the Chagos Islands deal, with accusations of misleading statements, poor consultation, and questions about the UK's negotiating stance. At the heart of it all is Labour's David Lammy, who is under fire from various sides. David Lammy has been accused of misleading the House of Commons over Labour's handling of the Chagos Islands issue. A letter was sent to the Foreign Secretary by the campaign group Chagos Voices, following Labour MP Peter Lamb's claim that statements made by Lammy in the Commons were not entirely truthful. According to Lammy had asserted that the government had kept the Chagosians informed throughout the process, which campaigners argue is not the case. Meanwhile, former Tory Foreign Secretary James cleverly doubled down on criticism, saying that Labour ministers had weakened the UK's negotiating position by failing to maintain red lines during talks. He claimed that Labour's changes to the UK's position, without keeping others in the loop, had put the UK in a poor position, allowing Mauritius to demand more money and concessions. Despite the backlash, Downing Street insisted that the government's priority had always been to protect the UK's and US's strategic interests. The letter from Chagos Voices demands that Lammy correct the record on his comments, urging the government to engage more actively with the Chagosian people instead of making decisions they deem politically expedient. The group has also enlisted lawyers to challenge the deal, claiming that Foreign Office Minister Stephen Dye had refused to engage with them and had failed to meet with Lammy. The Chagos Islands deal has been controversial since its announcement in October. The agreement involves handing over the islands, but the UK government insists it reflects the interests of the Chagosians. Lammy maintains that it's a good deal that secures the future of the vital Diego Garcia airbase. However, critics like Shadow Armed Forces Minister Marc Francois argue that the deal is disastrous, suggesting Lammy should abandon the plan altogether. Amid these debates, speculation arises over whether US President Donald Trump might veto the deal due to concerns about China and Iran gaining access to the airbase. Despite the challenges, the UK government has insisted that the deal includes provisions to support the Chagosian community, such as a new trust fund and opportunities for resettlement, though these promises are met with skepticism from those who feel they were left out of the negotiations. It's clear that the Chagos Islands deal is far from settled, and the scrutiny surrounding it will likely continue to grow. What do you think about the government's handling of this issue? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below.